Hi everybody.
Alrighty.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody. We get to look inside the eggs today.
As you noticed, our numbers are a little bit low, but that's because I already took the top off to kind of take a look at the eggs. But we are going through the candling process, and hopefully we can see something. What we're looking for basically is just larger and darker yolks. We're not going to see any formation until another probably 5 or 6 days, but we're just checking progress today. So we're going to turn off the lights, and what you're going to see is a bright light and eggs sitting on top of it. So let's get it on.
We only have about 30 minutes to get them all done before they get too cool and they'll lose temperature and viability. So what we're going to do is we're going to light them up, and then we're going to... Sorry, you should have done that first, right?
Okay, always point down.
Always the tip point down. We're looking for an air sac, or...
I'm going to put this light behind it. This gives us a little extra. But if you look on the top part of the yolk here, or the top part of the egg, you see how it's dark. And then we're going to move it around a little bit, so we can see how it comes down some more. So we know we got progress up there, because that's a much darker yolk than what we had before.
Okay. We're going to look. I'm going to turn it to the side so we can look and see, because I'm not seeing an air pocket there. So this one's kind of iffy. We might want to check it again in a couple of days just to see if it starts getting an air pocket, or this one may just be not a viable egg. But we're going to number them. So that's number one. We're going to number them, and that way while we're charting, we'll be able to keep better track of which ones we've lost to what and how. So that one's another one that I'm only just seeing the yolk.
But we are seeing
larger yolks. It is a little darker. Not going to see any kind of movement or anything like that yet, but it's already...
Look over here.
You can see a little bit of the dark.
Dark.
Okay, that's number two. We're going to have to keep these guys moving. Turn these this way.
And always, like I said, point side down. See what you're saying?
You got a little bit of a dark spot on that one. We may be having an eye develop. That one's got a nice light spot.
Yep. And if you look right here, you can see a slightly darker spot than the way the rest of it is.
That may be developing into the chicken's eye. So that's 3. I'll rearrange them when we get done. Okay. There's... He looks he's a little bland too. Well, I don't guess we're going to see very much at this stage in development, but we do have a little bit of movement in that shadow.
No?
I thought I saw it move.
I'm not seeing much on this one. No. This one's got a lot thicker calcium shell, so I'm not sure.
You can see the shadow here.
Possibly right here.
Yeah. But
So
we're not seeing the air sac definitive yet.
I'm not getting rid of them yet.
So we'll give those another 5 days before we start tossing bad eggs. And
See, this one's got
got a nice dark defined
yep.
area.
Nugget.
Careful. That's 5.
Number 6.
Thank you, Trinity. Start off this way. Go ahead, just keep candling, and I'll move the eggs over here. That's 1, 2.
Here's another one. See how the yolk is nice and fluid as we turn it around and rotate it?
Can we stop?
Back, Tony. Hold on,
That's
buddy.
Good.
Come around here where you can see.
This one?
This one.
This is number...
Oh. That's 6.
7.
Okay, that one's got a nice definitive.
That one's got a nice dark spot right
It's got
here.
a dark spot on the top.
It's easier to see. I mean, you can see it on camera.
Tommy, stop.
Yeah.
Right here. I'll move it around. Right there, it's got a nice dark spot. There's something developing in that one, real nice.
I'm dark and scared.
7.
8. Dark and scary.
If it's dark and scary, go downstairs.
You skipped one, Trinity.
What we did?
Oh, no, that's number 4.
5. There's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I don't see 4. Yeah, you got 4.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's a big one
Would be
right there.
8.
If you guys look at this guy right here, it's got a
You can
nice...
see a good ring.
Mm-hmm.
Eight's gonna
His
be
yolk
bad.
is spreading out good, so I don't know. We really want to be able to see an air pocket in the
Eight's
next
gonna be a big
candling,
guy.
so
That
that's
would-
9, Trinity.
That's
Oh,
Yep,
he's got
actually,
a spot.
he's got an air
a good
pocket up
air
here.
spot up in the very
right
top.
here. That's a good.
See that light area? I think that's where air is.
Mhm. That's a good. That's a good.
Okay.
That's a good yolk.
And that'd be 9.
This would be
There's
10.
10. Let's see what this guy looks like. Well, it's about the same as the others. You can still see the dark area of the yolk at the very top of the egg. No definitive other structures yet, and no air pocket. Now, as they get older into the incubation process, you'll see the air pocket will look like a saddle across the top. Did you turn it off? It shuts off by itself. Yeah.
So
That
this
one's got a
actually
good
li-
lines.
This one's got good lines. Plus, it's got a little bit of an air pocket up there for
Yeah.
him.
And that air pocket will get more defined as the egg gets older. So 11, and we're on the inside track now for 12.
Is that Matt?
That one's another thick shell, but you can see
Oh, he's
he's got a
He's got a good spot right
he's
there.
got good development going.
Yep. That one's a good chicken because
Yeah.
you can actually
You see the saddle.
You see the break in it, where it's actually spreading.
Yeah,
That's my tiny
very
dad.
good.
Oh,
That's
my
12.
dad. This would
That
be
one's 12.
13. Lucky number 13.
That's lucky number 13. Oh, look, you can even see, I don't know if it'll come through on the camera. Don't hold that one up there. Put it back down. This one actually has a spot, and if you look really closely, you can see the veining. You can already see the veins. So that's what I was
veins.
hoping for, is get one where
Yeah.
you guys could clearly see.
So we got a
And
dark
see,
spot
there's
right
the
here.
chicken's eye, and then there's the new blood vessels coming up. Dude,
Yep,
draw
yes.
all over him. It's gonna be a smiley face. Just put the number. He's number 13. Lucky number 13
This is,
has really good development,
That is 14.
and this is 14. Oh, there's the eye.
Yep, we got a good one on
We
that
have another
one.
good eye here,
Yep.
and you can see some of the veins developing up here on the very top.
Yep.
It's a little bit lighter.
It's a darker shell.
It is
too.
a darker shell,
This is
so
my
you're not
tiny
gonna be able to see a lot of it. But
But
you
this
got to
one's
see that
developing
one
really
develop.
well.
Yes, that one's doing very well. And that's 14.
This one is 15, and my tiny
All right,
dad.
Trinity,
This is
point
my dad.
pointy end down. Number 15.
That's my dad.
That's your Babs.
My dad.
Oh,
Yep, we
it looks
got
like
a-
your
we
Bab's
got a
got an
good
eye.
spot.
Yay.
you see the eye and the veins coming out of the middle.
Mine's
Mhm.
15.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. 15 is good. Looks like the ones on the inside are doing really well. We might
Might
swap.
rotate those.
Yeah, we'll put the ones on the inside outside, and then
My dad
then
is the
switch them
tiniest of
around.
all the eggs.
This is number 16.
16.
16 doesn't. Oh, there's the
Okay.
eye
This
and
one's
some
got an
veining.
egg and
Turn it so they
the
can
air
see,
spot.
and I can see the air circle.
This is a good egg.
Very good. Look at this. You turn it this way. You see the little eye here.
Some
I
good
don't know.
veins.
I don't know if it's coming out as good for you guys, but I can
But
see
there's
it on the
good
screen.
veins here, and then the air spot.
The air pocket. You can see the ring around the top where the air is.
Yep, that's a good egg.
Exciting.
I did my job. This one is
Exciting.
17.
Is it? Is that 17? That's the
Mhm,
last
last
one.
one.
Oh, there's the eye.
There's the eye.
Right here. And then there's the yolk.
Mhm.
Very
Little bit of an
good.
air
Little
pocket
bit of an
there.
air pocket in the top.
Yep, so this one's progressing nicely.
These are doing really well.
Okay.
I'm excited about how these are going. But we're going to get the cover back on them.
Well, while I got this out, I'm actually going to pull a couple of these out and then in.
Oh, we're going to rotate some of them to the inside, yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny. Mine was the tiniest.
Because
of
the
all
ones
eggs.
that are on the outside, the ones that are on the inside, they seem to be doing a little better or moving a little faster. So we may rotate some of
Mine
those
was the tiniest of all the
just
eggs.
to give them a little bit better.
I think I said that.
And always make sure that your eggs are pointing with the pointy end forward.
Yep, on this one, all of the pointy ends go to the
And
inside.
since- Go ahead and turn the light on. Since I moved the eggs around, I wanted to make sure that they still rotate nicely.
Yep, we check for the rotation.
Eggs. Eyes.
And this is essentially what the egg turner is doing 3 times a day.
I mean, it'll rotate them a little bit, but they essentially will turn an entire rotation 3 times a day.
Tiny beds.
So it just
So that's
rolls
all
them
it is.
around on the top of there. And then we add water
Only when it's
once a day when the reservoir down here
empty.
is empty
Or low.
or low. When it's low, we add. All right, and this is going to take a little bit to come back up to temperature, so we'll have to come back and give you guys a.
Let you know where we're sitting after.
We'll let you know where we'll let you know our nighttime readings, but so far we're still keeping track on the whiteboard.
So we're good.
Now that
15
we've-
for 17 or 14 for 17 for sure. We got 3 iffy ones, so we'll see what's
Yep, we have 3 iffy ones, and we'll check those again
probably 3 to 5
in
days.
3 to 5 days. At day 10, it's a definitive on whether or not you're going to have babies in there. You can definitely tell at 10 days. And then after 10 days, they go into lockdown for 8 days. And then you take the rotator tray out and crank up the humidity. And those last 3 days, we're just waiting for babies. So this is our first candling, and I hope you guys had as much fun with it as we did. We'll see you next time.
Love you guys.
Love you. Happy
You're gonna
Easter.
eat the ones that don't work.